Alright, now that we've learned how to make a brush, we're going to make a fun one. So, I've got an image of a boy online, and we're going to increase the size a little bit. And then, apply a threshold. And use this as our brush preset. And now, just like that, we have a custom brush that we can colorize and adjust to scale. And even though the threshold cuts out a solid black and white pixel, if you define a brush preset, it uses the Photoshop algorithms to smooth out the edge of the pixels so that it looks as close to the original as possible. So at lower sizes, they will look really quite high definition. And the larger you make your original brush, the more so. So it's none the difference. You could try and save at 5,000 and then scale down, or whatever. Like, obviously this looks pretty good. And now we're going to check out some of the brush settings. All right, so here's our brush setting window, and this applies how your brush looks when you drag it, which if we change up the spacing, we could get a kind of patterning effect, right? And then when it comes to shape dynamics, which is one of my favorite things, you can change up, for instance, the size jitter, which with each application of the brush randomizes dun 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 the size that it applies to, so that very quickly you can pattern an area or in our, where is it? Color Dynamics has like hue jitter we can use, so that and you have to check them for it to apply. Like, there's effects there, but and then right. And if you wanted a specific kind of size and shape, but we're using a brush like this, you can apply and then backspace, which is Control-C, and use that to kind of cycle through your selection of colors. And then under Shape Dynamics, we can jitter the angle or flip the X and Y axis for various effect. And under brush tip shape, you can change the size as well as the angle over here, which you can drag. So if you had a brush and you wanted to apply it to a specific composition and angle, you can like switch it up like that. And same for the size, and and the spacing, and then with like scattering you can jitter the spacing to have brushes that apply all kinds of unique different patterns and effects when used in different ways. And you can make like any image into a brush like this. Threshold works really good if you want an entirely opaque brush, because every pixel of the application will be the solid color. But if you want a textured brush as well, you can have all kinds of various scales of gray to white to black, and that's kind of the intro and how to do on brushes. And now we can add this into our hotbar if we like, or to one of our submenus. This is pretty much my favorite way to have my Photoshop layout. There we go. And let's go. Perfect. If you left click off of the canvas, you can close the brush window, which opens when you right click while on the canvas. Invert. Beautiful. Awesome.